Fellow class, Chad Murray, week 1, applied project management. This week discussing obstacles to effective strategic planning in projects. And this discussion is based on an article assigned to us by Paul Dismore, Strategic Planning in Project Management, where the author discusses some challenges to implementing a simplified strategic planning model. One of those obstacles that stood out to me nearly immediately was the existing policies and procedures that are in place within an organization. I think we get comfortable with these policies. It's pretty easy to go on down the page and flip through the pages and just follow the guideline, but it doesn't always apply to the project you're managing, the environment you're having to operate in. It looks good on paper until you actually try to apply it. One example of this that I've seen as learning these new skills is when someone's showing you the process and how it works. It just seems like every time you run into where, this is a special case. We're going to have to do this differently. And it definitely goes to show that when process writers were developing these flows, that they could not take everything into account. The existing conditions just never are what was planned out theoretically. I think a great tool to adapt to that is this comparative checklist that the author introduces us to, where you go and you check out. You figure out what the project's gonna need. What approach are you gonna need to take? What's gonna work best in this condition, in this scenario, and then you take inventory of what you got, the policies that are in place, the processes, compare what will work, and then develop what you need, or at least tweak what you need before you're actually needing it. I see this as a more proactive approach before you even get into the details, and would be a great way to start a pre-planning phase. A big question for me that I liked that I could apply to the checklist was, how will the team relate to upper management when problems arise or when input is needed? Figuring that out before you need it, quicker response time if that's what is necessary, and just having it in your back pocket so there's no hesitation to ask for help when you need it. Another one was, how does the project relate to other projects underway? Just ran into one where there was no way we could complete our activities because the window we thought we had didn't exist. So we had to completely change our schedule around a project that was already underway, but because we didn't collaborate with the other project team, we didn't find out until the day it came to execute. That was a huge oops, and could have easily have been taken care of had we had this checklist and that question was on it. And we went and looked and saw, we've got this project where they're going to shut down power for half the summer. What half of the summer are they shutting it down for? So, just something simple. That was more of a detailed miss, but if you start from an overall view asking these questions, I think if nothing else, just sitting down and actually collaborating with the team and figuring out these questions is a positive to the overall success of the project in the end, even if you don't get many deliverables out of the strategic planning. At least the process helped the communication. A little bit of rambling, a little bit long, but thank you. Look forward to listening to your videos.